I went to a organic produce company to buy overripe tomatoes, and I see a huge vat of these straps. And so I asked the owner, I said, hey, can I take some of that stuff? And she goes, oh my God, yes, please do, because I can't recycle them. I'm trained in photography. I have no basket making skills. So I went on YouTube and there was nothing on these straps, but I found, so many videos of basket making traditions all over the world, all from natural material. So I just kept watching. Every day I worked on this, failed. And then finally I made one basket and I took it back to the place and I said, hey, can I give you this basket once a week and then we'll trade? Like, you can give me these overripe vegetables and then I give you one basket. And she's like, of course, that's a great deal. I did it for a year. I realized that there's no way a single person make a tiny dent even in this enormous problem of waste. So I started teaching as a way to kind of build the skills and the interest. These things would have been thrown out into the waste stream if I didn't make baskets. And why we have all these things is because the global economy, that all of us are tied together, and the mechanisms of how we're tied together is that all products come from containers, and they require either those industrial saran wraps to tie the commodities to the pallets that move them out and inside the containers, or these straps. And so all of this stuff is the byproduct of a system that relies on shortcuts, single-use items. In Hawaii, being that 90% of what we see around us in the built environment come from elsewhere, can you imagine how many of these baling straps or packing straps end up here? And what are we supposed to do with all this stuff? They're just going right into the waste stream. They get burned, but what about the off-gassing? There's only so much I can know. These things are coming from all over the world, from South America, from China, from Vietnam, from Europe. Sometimes you can kind of tell how the straps are, where they're from. The ones from China tend to be more rubbery. The ones from South America are more shiny. I can't trace back too far because the workers don't know where they were ordered from. I can trace it back to this strap is from, say, Home Depot. They will walk around the insulation material. This one is from the fabric store. And I think even that much is so rich, how interconnected we are. I know that all the blacks that I have right now are coming from South America, Chiquita bananas. But when you go to Costco, that pile of Chiquita bananas, and these are just like the residue of the people who work at those plantations and the land that's been changed from jungle to agriculture. Like, these people touched it and you never really know them. It's only because we're talking about this that we're really taking the time to know, right? Everything around us is that. And we forget about those people.
The originators.
Never really explored color in my artwork. When I first started making baskets, I thought black was black and yellow was yellow, white was white. It took me months before I go, oh my God, there's 30 different whites. Some shift purple, some shift pink, some shift blue. And they don't all look good next to each other. So if you look at my first baskets, it's like I was unconscious of these things. Now, if I were to make a white basket, you can tell that it's intentional, that the blue one is a band and then there's a band of yellowish white. So that's a definite growth in my awareness of my work.
Your project has made the strap transition from a functional entity of no value except that it retains a valuable commodity, to then trash, upcycled to functionality as a basket, and finally to art.
They usually have seen the bag one way or another, either on my social media post or in real life, and so they want to try it on their own. And not all of them continue, but a good amount of them do. So the thrilling part is if they start using it. And so there's one woman, she's made gigantic ones. There are cubbies for her shelf system. And now she's making little ones for hanging planters for orchids, and she's giving them away. Knowledge and skill is not a commodity, right? Once she learns it, it's hers, and then it keeps growing. My work is not copywritten. It's something that I've learned, I cobbled together from YouTube, and now it's back on YouTube. We are all part of the whole knowledge production system in the entire world, and capitalism tries to commodify it and patent it so that we can't share it. I think knowledge and learning is our shared heritage. The project that my partner and I have been doing for nearly 20 years now is eating in public. The free stores that we've started, a lot of it is just watching and then tweaking a little bit. The kind of work that I do is called relational media. It's not so much vested in the object or the image, but the practice and the relationship that it cultivates. A lot of my time now is really working on developing a rapid response system in anticipation of the escalation of ice here on Oahu. I want to be a part of building a system of observation to hold them accountable. You can just stand up for each other.
This land is your land.